Assalamu alaikum. How are you guys? Hope you are fine. This is our 8th lecture about the preparation of lecture Sociology, and today our lecture name is Deviance. This is very important lecture, so be attentive. The first definition of this chapter is deviance. It refers to the norms violations ranging from minor infractions such as bad manners to the major infractions such as serious violence. The bad manners to serious violence, the crimes are called deviance. Next are psychological theories, focuses on individuals' abnormality and seeing deviance as the result of unsuccessful socialization. The deviance which is due to unsuccessful socialization is psychological theories. The next is sociological theories, view all behavior deviance as well as conformity as product of society. The next definition is crime, the violation of a society's formally enacted criminal law. The next is social control, attempts by society to regulate people's thoughts and behavior. The next is criminal justice system, the organizations, police, courts and prison officials that respond to the alleged violations of the law. The people who are doing against the law are criminals, and the criminal justice system are doing work for the betterment of society and against the criminals. The next is structural functional theories. The function of deviance. Durkheim claimed that deviance is a normal element of society that affirms cultural norms and values, clarifies moral boundaries, brings peoples together and encourages social change. Next term is modern strange theory, explains deviance in terms of a society's cultural goals and the means available to achieve them. What are the cultural goals and how we achieve them, it is explained in the modern strain theory. The next is deviant subcultures are discussed by Cloward and Ohlin, Cohen, Miller and Anderson. These are the other thinkers who describes the subcultures of the deviance. The next is symbolic interaction theories. It is defining deviance. The first theory is labeling theory. It claims that deviance depends less on what someone does than on how others react to that behavior. Okay. The next term is stigma, a powerful negative label that greatly changes a person's self-concept and self-identity is called the stigma. It is the negative label. Okay. The next term is medication of deviance. The transformation of moral and legal deviance into a medical condition is called medication of deviance. The next is differential association theory. It is the Sutherland's theory. It links deviance to how much other encourages or discourages such behavior. It means that how people react to deviance behavior or discourage it or encourage it. This is discussed in the differential association theory. The next is control theory. It is Hitch's theory, states that imagining the possible consequences of deviance often discourages such behavior. People who are well integrated into a society are less likely to engage in deviant behavior. Hitch links conformity to 4 different types of social attachment: control, opportunity, involvement and belief. The next is theories of class, race and gender, deviance and inequality. It is the theory of social conflict. It is based on Karl Marx's idea. Social conflict theory holds that laws and other norms operate to protect the interests of powerful members of any society. It says that the laws and the norms are only protecting the members who have highly positions in the society. The next is white collar offenses are committed by people of high social positions and as part of their jobs. The next is corporate crime. It refers to the illegal actions of a corporation or people acting on its behalf. The illegal actions of the corporation is called corporate crime. The next is organized crime, a business supplying illegal goods or services called organized crimes. The next is race conflict theory and feminist theory. Race conflict theory and feminist theory explains that what people consider deviant reflects the relative power and privilege of different categories of people. The next are hate crimes. Crimes motivated by racial or other bias. They target people who are already disadvantaged based on race, gender or sexual orientation. A criminal act against a person or a person's property by an offender motivated by racial or other bias is called the hate crime. The next is crime against persons. Crimes that direct violence or that threat of violence against others. These are also known as violent crimes. For example, murder. The crimes which are against a person is called personal crimes. And crimes against property, crimes that involves theft of property belonging to others. These crimes are also known as property crimes. The crimes which are involved or belonging to the property is called property crimes. The next is victimless crimes, violations of laws in which there are no obvious victim. For example, illegal drug use. The crime where no obvious victim is identified is called victimless crimes. Criminal justice system, it is a society's formal systems of social control. This is the organization who is responsible for the maintenance in society. There are three parts of the criminal justice system. The first one is police, then courts, and the third one is punishment. The first one is police. The police maintain public order by enforcing the law. The police enforcing the law on the people, so that's why they are less engaging in the criminal activity. The second one is courts. After arrest, a court determines a suspect's guilty or innocence. Plea bargaining, a legal negotiation is in which a prosecutor reduces a charge in exchange for a defendant's guilty plea. The next is punishment. There are four justification for punishment: retribution, deterrence, rehabilitation, and the social protection. The first one is retribution, an act of moral vigilance by which society makes the offender suffer as much as the suffering caused by the crime. This is also like our religion, Islam, in which the offender has to suffer such much as the suffer caused by the crime. The next one is deterrence, the attempt of to discourage criminality through the use of punishment. The next is rehabilitation, a program for reforming the offender to prevent later offenses. In this we are preventing the offender to less engaging in the different criminal activities. The next one is social protection, rendering an offender incapable of further offenses temporarily through imprisonment or permanently through execution. This is how we are protecting our society through from criminals. Temporarily we are saving our society from criminals through imprisonment or permanently by execution. The next is criminal recidivism, later offenses by people previously convicted of crimes. This term is belong to the people who are previously victims of the crimes and later engaged in the criminal activity. The next is community-based corrections programs operating within society or at large rather than behind prison walls. We should operate different correction programs in the society rather than behind prison walls. If you understand this, please like and comment this and share my video. Please subscribe my channel and I will come again with more videos, so please subscribe my channel. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.